Creative Notions. How you doing today? Hi, Heidi. Shay Harmon. Is it Marla? I'm looking at my phone and it's really close to my face. Okay. Hey, what's everybody up to today? I'm just taking some little mushroom supplements here. Not the psychedelic kind. This won't be that kind of a show today. Yay, thanks for coming out and hanging out. We'll probably hang out for about an hour and a half. Summer Dawn, I think, is going live at 11. I'm Pacific time, so I'm in Washington State. So Summer Dawn may be coming on at 11:30, so that's an hour and a half. Not the Rise ones. I have a different blend that I take in capsule form. It really helps well, and my doctor is a huge fan because she's like, "Ooh, those are great for your body." And they also help me with focus. But not the Rise ones. I haven't. No. I did try this one mushroom blend that is like you can get with it's either blended with coffee or by itself. And when I took it, it was great when I would drink it hot, but then if I let it cool down, it was like terrible. So I decided not to try any of those. Do you use the Rise ones? And do you love them? So I'm always down for recommendations. Yeah, I will. I think it's called Mushroom Max capsules. As always, do your research and all the good stuff. I get them on the big A. I'm looking into a different blend that I'm open to trying. Um, because it just really helps me with mostly focus. Because ADHD, OCD need a little help with that. So it helps me a lot. Helps me get through my day even better. So when I start something, I can usually focus on finishing it. Yeah, sometimes the flavor is like kind of a deal breaker. Ugh. Thanks everybody for coming in. I'm just getting everything set up. I wanted to introduce you to my new little gnomie today. I was working on this. I have paint on my fingers. So I was working on this and then so Lapaka and yeah, capsule makes it so much easier. And I take a double dose. My doctor helps me with that. So I was looking at this yeah, my gnomie homie. We got it. I was inspired by this gnome that we got from like a store. I think it was Home Goods actually. And I was just looking at him and I'm like, he's really cute. My husband likes gnomes. I'm not super into gnomes, but my husband does a gnome scene every year. And every year we acquire some other little treasures for him to add to his gnome scene. And so we picked up this cute little gnomie homie. And I was looking at him because sometimes, when you look at things and you kind of break it down, you kind of look at the pieces of it and wow, fascinating. How was that assembled? I do that with video a lot, whether it's TV, movies, shows, social media, like, wow, how did they create that? And how to do it more simply. He loves gnomes. We were in Hobby Lobby and he was looking at all like the little mushroom houses and stuff. He goes, "Look at all the stuff for gnome scenes." So this is a little like it's a little black wooden heart, it looks like. This is a like a round, just a piece of wood. And I love how they put it together. I mean, and so this is like it's flat here, and then there's a little round ball for his head. His nose is a little wooden ball, and then there's this little aren't they cute? This little trim around it that looks like his gray beard and hair underneath his hat. And I thought, that's really cute. And it inspired me to like try to make one because this is what I thought. And I know it looks like something else. So go, it's fine if you laugh. Fei Fei and Summer Dawn was laughing at that, and I was laughing at it too. But I have a few other little pieces because I made this little gnomie homie, but I was inspired by. So the base for this one is actually, those little the dog poop bag holders. Well, we never use these because we just don't need them. But I don't want to waste them. I don't want to throw them away, right? So I always thought this looks like a little butt cheek. I know this looks like something else, but when I was thinking of gnomes, I was like, oh, this looks like a little butt cheek. So this guy has a little butt cheek. And I just thought that was so funny and so cute. So made him. He was really fun. I forgot to grab the fur from my room. I might run and go get it because I've got a few different kinds of the faux fur. I've got this one, it's longer, so I really had to trim it down. There's a shorter one. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw. But there was a shorter one. There's a like a white one, whitish off-white one that looks like the Snuggle Bear. And then there's a brown fur that looks like Ralph on Sesame Street. Is it Ralph? The dog. From the Muppets. So I've got a couple other kinds of faux fur, lots of it. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to use it. They're little pieces, but I thought this is going to be fun to make gnomes. Yeah, that's such a cute idea. How creative, right? So I'm coming on tomorrow again at 10 a.m. And I thought, well, maybe tomorrow we make some little gnomies. That would be really fun because I've got other ones. I've got this one. I just put this here to kind of fill it in. So the part that would be interesting would be to use this as a hand, or maybe I don't do this one tomorrow. Hey, Doodle. But these are, again, I know they could look like something else. But little butt cheeks on the gnomes is what I was going for with these. And I padded this front one, not to make him like super proud of himself, but just so it wouldn't look like, you know, that on the front too. So I think he's really cute. So I got the two bases of the dog bag holders, and then I got the end of this one. So this is potentially 3 other gnomes. But here's what else I thought, right? Because yes, you can use the mini jars and fill them with candy. But I was also thinking we have lots of things we can use. We've got vitamin bottles. We've got these bottles. Like all of these things are potentially gnome bodies. So this would be really fun. I bet. I don't and I the cool thing is that I was able to use everything I have because, a lot of us may have a ton of stuff. So this is an example, like I don't really save it on purpose for an example, but I trimmed it down because I wanted a little short. But on a bigger gnome, I think the longer beard would be really cute. Like maybe on something this size or even this size if it's just cut down. So I thought that would be really fun. So maybe tomorrow we play around and make some gnomes because I gathered some things, but I didn't mentally organize my brain for that. But I did make a little tub with some of the things I used, and I have the felt for the hat. I thought was really cool because I was like, I have these pieces of felt, and I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with these. So I just made a gnome hat. I tried a couple times just freelancing it, and I'm like, these are frustrating. I don't want to make this. And I'm like, hold on, Dion. Let's go ahead and look up a quick gnome hat tutorial. So I did. I found one online, and I was able to make this without crying or eating the poor gnome because it's not his fault that I couldn't make a hat on the first crack. So I have this. This is a smaller one. It won't fit around this because I did put a bell in the top. So this looks more like this in a shorter version. Hey, Creative Curiosities. So I made a little hat. It won't fit on the bell, but it will fit on like maybe the this gnome if we do these tomorrow. So he has his own little hat, and he sounds like the bell inside was to give a bell, but it sounds like a baby rattle. Do not give this to a baby. He's got a little nose. So these are painted buttons. I painted them with some cream colored paint. Hey, Summer Dawn. And then I just sanded a cream colored paint and then black paint and just lightly sanded it with a little emery board. Hello. I know, gnomes, right? But I thought this was pretty fun and creative. And I wanted to sand these down a little bit because the paint, it didn't look perfect. And while it doesn't have to, I wanted to lean into the imperfection and just sound it off a little bit. So here's a set of gnome feet. Can do use that tomorrow. Gnome feet. His little butt cheek. Ah, I think that's so cute. So, hi. So he's got a little thumbtack for a nose, some fur for his beard. He's got his very own hat, and he's got some winter pajamas. This is that flannel I got for making the winter fox journal collection where I'm like, I'm not going to use that for that. It's not really fitting. So I get to use it for here. And these little snowflakes that I had originally bought for shakers, you can see the hot glue, but that's okay. I made him a little hat. Gnomie butt cheeks. He doesn't have a name yet. So he's gonna be he is finished right now. Boop boop boop. He's been doing his jump squats. Look at that. So proud of you, Nomi homie. Okay, and then I'm gonna put, so this is gonna be, and this is using everything I had because these, like these dog bag things, we don't use those. So, but you can make little butt cheek gnomes with these. So let's do that tomorrow, shall we? Anybody want to make some gnomes with me or hang out and do whatever you want? So it's going to be really fun. We can do that tomorrow, and I'll bring my other fur. I've got, and I can even put some. The thing with the fur is the person I got this from, I think they washed it with a fragrance detergent, and I don't enjoy the smell. So I washed a big thing of that too. And if I can get it cleaned up and really nice, I can put pieces of that in the bin for anybody who wants to make some but doesn't have the fur. I've got lots. Aren't they cute? I thought that was really fun too. So I don't know when if you were here for this, but like I was grabbing these other like bottles and stuff that we have around, and I'm like, I would love to reuse these because we throw away these every month, probably two a month for me, three a month for me, and then three or four a month for my husband. So yeah, and you can get it on a roll. I've got these this just repurposing a lot of stuff that I already had cuz I was even going to go buy some Christmas napkins or some holiday napkins and Mod Podge it onto here, not the front but the back for the little butt cheeks, and I'm like, well, I mean I could, but I also have stuff here I want to use too. And that felt, like how the heck was I going to use felt? Like you guys, especially like Creative Curiosities and Summer Dawn, I'm sure a list pops in your head, but not mine, because how the heck am I going to use these besides like little felt storyboards? No, I'm not into that. So yeah, I thought this was a really cool idea to start using some of that. So that'll be fun. So shall we do that tomorrow? Could do that tomorrow. I do want to put, so this is, I know, isn't that fun? Uh, this is a base for a candle. So I think this would be a really great base for this Nomi Homie to glue on some moss. So I do want to kind of get I might even do that today. Summer Dawn, are you going on at 11:30? I cover the little baby shoes from Dolly. Oh, cute! And cover them in felt. That's really cute. Can use olive it if I cut them out for things like crochet and sew. Oh, pretty. Hey, Katie. The party ones. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let me know. We'll keep an eye out because at 11:30, whether we raid into you or somebody else. Again, I'm Pacific time, so it's 10:09 for me. So 11:30 my time. We'll be raiding into somebody because Taylor and I are gonna head to the gym before she heads out for her weekend. So let's do something. Shall we work on this journal tomorrow? Let's do gnomes. I'll grab my gnome stuff. I'll see if I have what I have to put in the bin. I was actually hoping to use yeah. And flex and flex and flex and keep that bar up. Flex. See, I'm ready. I'm ready. I wanted to use some of this because I got a bunch of this that I got from somebody who made wreaths locally. I thought, ooh, that'll be a great idea. I've used maybe a square foot of it because I use a little bit to embellish tags or like maybe journal covers one day, but I haven't used this one yet, but maybe we will because this is a Christmassy themed one. If not, maybe someone else is inspired and I could put that in the bin for you, or I'll cut into it and we'll both use it. So we got a bunch of fun stuff that we can do. So I'm thinking I will work on, let's see, what do I want to do first? How about maybe I start putting some moss onto the base and then I'll start working onto this journal. Because one thing I was going to do with the journal is I either have this wax floss. Hey, Dark Hearts Curio. No, me homie. I know. I'm kind of kicking myself. I wanted to show the treasures I got from you. So the skull sleigh ornament. I love Lars. Adore Lars. And I also love the candle that you made, but I packed those away. Those are ready for me to put on the windowsill right in front of my desk when we move. So you guys, you just want to check out Dark Hearts Curio makes candles, skull sleigh ornaments, and all kinds of treasures. Hey, Bohemian Plus. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on here, guys. We got all kinds of fun stuff here. I got some great treasures this last week and I packed them away. So we're going to have to do a little bit of a tour after I move. Even if it goes into after Christmas, we'll still have to do it. So I'm going to put some moss on his little platform. And then Hey, Shanna Banana. Welcome in. So he'll have a little mossy platform and he will be a great addition to Lapaka's little gnome scene. And then I have, I was starting to say something else. Mushrooms kick in. So I've got this wax floss. I'm almost out of the cream colored one, the brown one, and the black one. So this one fits in these needles, which is what I have. I have a lot of this cord though. It's not wax. And the problem I have is getting it into the needle. I've tried other apparatuses. It's not really working. So I thought, hey, retired Kathy, that maybe if I dip this in some melted wax from this candle I'm burning, maybe I can get it in there. But if somebody has ideas on how to get this through a smaller needle head, I'm open to ideas. Summer Dawn, you got an input? Because I want to use one of these for this journal. I did finish the cover piece here and I set the eyelets. I did these by hand because I'm gonna have to figure out my little handheld one. I have, and I don't even know if these are those either because I have the round ones. I have these ones. It's just a little hole. So, like the plastic ones almost, because I don't have one of those size. But I did hand set these because I'm practicing using this one, the handheld one that I got from the Emu. And I might need different eyelets because those ones, like, they keep, what do you call it when they go like this? They like, oh no, I can show you. No, I can't. I lost a scrap of fabric. I can lose things quickly. That's like my superpower. You want something lost or you want me to forget something? Go ahead and tell me. I tell people when they're like, please don't tell anyone else. I'm like a vault. I am intentionally, but I also sometimes forget things. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to put this in the forget me pile and in 2 ways, you're good. So I finished this cover piece and here's what I'm going to do for this. I'm gonna make a little tag, not this one. So there's a little tucky spot for here to make a little something because I want to put some words here. I have the words planned out. It's just not done. And then another little tucky spot for here. So there can be some little layers and color here too. Thank you. That's super thoughtful. Hey, polar bear. Oh, I love your profile picture. I love those colors. So this is going to be the cover with the other little embellishments. And then today my plan is to thread these through with some sort of cord. I might just use the white wax one because that's the one I have the most of. Hey, Junkie Punky. And that's my bad for not ordering it. But I know it's going to be beautiful when it's done because I know, like, during the process, the overthinking just is really strong. It's really strong with me. But once it's put together, it's going to be completely amazing. So I love how this is coming together. I'm taking my sweet time with it, I guess, but how'd you get here? What are you doing? But it is a lot of fun. And then, so next Tuesday for my birthday show, I'm planning on working on my Phoenix journal, which I have not even started yet. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens with that. I don't even think I have my cover art picked out yet because I've got my daily art prompts ready for me to start practicing because I thought, well, I know in some places that I was going to share some work when I have the cover images that I buy, like the printables. I don't know where they come from and they have specific rules on what kind of art you can and can't use. And I thought, well, let me see if I can kind of practice my drawing to where I can make something in an amount of time that's not going to frustrate me. So I'm going to get back into that and then make some more of my own papers with some of my own art and stuff, like paper packs, like journal pages and things like that. So I think the birthday show, I'm going to do a couple fun things. Work on the Phoenix journal and maybe work on some drawing prompts. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you haven't already, please bookmark next Tuesday's show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Never done a birthday show before. Okay. It's going to be fun. I like hanging out with you guys. And I was like, well, it's kind of hard to pick something that I really want to do on the birthday show because I try to make every show something that a mixture of what I want to do and what you guys might like to see, you know, so we all have fun. So, no, I appreciate that offer. I think the upholstery needles, they've got like the really big eye, is it? I had a plastic one, but I broke it on accident. Got some moss. I want to put moss on everything lately. And I also want to make everything because you know those little book nooks, they're the little, almost like big but hollowed out books with the lights and the little scenes inside. I'm planning one of those in my head. I haven't gathered supplies for it yet, but that's going to be a great place to put some moss because I just want to put moss on everything. Oh, metal's a better idea. Yeah, because I put, when you put something through a tougher piece of fabric and it's plastic, that's going to break. I've got CeeLo playing quietly in the background. Hey, Hazy. I'm crunching on a few seeds. Sorry, that was not intended to be an ASMR show. That's the after dark. I'm really excited to move because then I can actually do shows at night. Oh yes, I'm going to label this. Because I posted a video with a bunch of little moss packets on Instagram and it got taken down for, let's just say they thought it wasn't moss. The forest owns you now. Went big. Hey, Taylor. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of these plastic things and put them just in the little kit thingy, but we'll do that later. All right, so let's feel this out. I really should plug in my glue gun. I'm going to take the minute and do that. Oh, unless I can't. It's almost comical because, okay, here it is. Every time I click the go live button, I can't find scissors or glue gun. You probably heard a gnome butt just hit the ground. Okay. I found it, and I even have an extra little bitty glue stick. Cute, cute, cute. They did. Well, in their defense, though, I did have little bags filled with these because I was making my little Adopt a Sasquatch kits, and they have extra moss because, they go to the bathroom a lot. So it did look questionable. I don't know why I didn't, try to figure out something for that. So I was pretty upset. Oh, thank you, Taylor. I have one. Oh, that's a treasure. The cordless ones are super nice. I used to have one when I did card making, but I just have the itsy bitsy one right now. Okay. And I kind of want to not try to run it into the ground, but use it. Use it up. She is very kind to me. I'm super fortunate that she's such an amazing person. Kind and helpful. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun doing life with her. Okay, so let's see. While this warms up, I'm probably going to have to trim away some so he can stand. Or, what I could just do is just put moss willy-nilly and then put him here and then trim it down so that it doesn't have a bare spot. Maybe. We'll see, because I might even glue him in place. But I'll probably ask Lapaka first. Because I wanted to make him something for his gnome scene. I didn't know, thank you that I'm not in a judgy space and everybody is super kind, that some of the crafting moss is actually real moss. I didn't realize that until a little while ago. I do like to play with it, the different textures and stuff. Because this one is springy and soft. I don't know if it's real moss or not. It almost feels like a sponge. Some of it, because the bags, I don't know if it's these ones, are labeled like crafting moss. Like this one, I'm pretty sure is actual moss. I'm like, you mean I could go out to the tree here? There is a ton of moss on a couple of the, I think, fruit trees where we're going. So I could harvest my own moss. No, I want to make sure that there's, like, I know what's on it and what's around it too, at least as much as I can. But I probably will harvest my own moss. Moss collection comes with reputation. World's finest. Our hand-selected mosses are as plump as they are versatile. I want to put moss on everything. Everything I see, I'm like, ooh, that looked really good with moss on it. Oh, I should put some moss in the corners. Are you allergic to moss? No moss for you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, this show might just pivot. We have some empty dishes. Put some dirt in there. I've got dirt. Yeah. Oh, stop it. That would be so cool. We could science it together. I'm looking. Okay. Sorry, I had to step out because I found this. And while I went all the way on the other side, I ran on the other side of the house. This is the other fur that one of the other three furs that I have. Hey, happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh, yeah, baking it. Oh, that's good to know. Yes. Because I don't just want to put it straight up on there. But here we have this. Now, this one, oh, do I want to do that to them? This one I'm trying to nurse back to health, and these fell off, so I'm going to let these things grow off. But what if we crumbled some moss on one side and then started misting it? So probably an outside thing. Probably an outside thing. I know, because used to have gnats in my plants. Still waiting for this to heat. This is plugged in, right? Okay, it's taking a minute. I have gotten gnats a couple times and had to restart some of my plants or take the cuttings, and soak them in water and take the soil out of the house completely because that's been a struggle. But I want to make at least a little tiny greenhouse for things that can't be inside, but they need some cover. There's that one. There's this one. Succulents and I don't really get along all that well. Maybe because I give them too much attention. I have a water meter which helps me simmer down on the watering, like make sure I don't overwater things. But I usually do pretty good with plants as long as I'm mindful of what they need and I don't just assume. Because then they get all huffy puffy, like, hey, 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 lady, what you doing? So we have these little crumbles. Maybe I'll wet them down and we'll see what we do. It's so cool. Even if I just do like little outdoor terrariums here, I think that'll be fun. Because I know that I'm not familiar with the process for like cleaning moss or whatever you got to do. So I know for these projects, I want to use the moss from the store. But I think for a fun little project for something for me, I would love to actually see if I could harvest some moss. So fun. Because I would just not like to send somebody something and have something happen. You know what I mean? So no risk. And that's another reason that I don't usually pass on cuttings if I've had any gnat experience most recently. So I try to be really careful about that. Yeah, but there's always a way to miss something, you know, because I've Googled other things where it says one thing and it not only leaves things out, but that's not really the case. So I don't want to risk not getting all the information. I'm just going to take some time to learn. Let's reconvene in a year and see what's been found and learned. Because I want to make sure that I have the information. I always try to be so precise with moss, but it's freaking moss, dude. And then I can trim it off and use the other pieces for something else. Mm-mm. I should have probably put the smaller pieces on first. I liked making my Sasquatch footprints and handprints with the moss, even though it did take me a ton of time to trim them. That's a lot of glue. I'm heavy handed with a lot of things. When it's done, it's going to look nice, but it's going to look a little willy nilly for a while. So, what are you guys up to? Anything fun today? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody got any shows coming up today? I know, Hazy, you got one tonight, right? I am actually putting this on here without a plan on purpose because it's an act of learning to trust myself. I really did put a lot of glue on there, didn't I? We will see. Oh, that's so cool. Your aunt has a rock garden made of paste, like a mossy paste. That's really cool. I saw a picture on Facebook. Somebody had made a moss chair. This was somewhere in France. And they put moss on the chair and then put thin netting over the top and then just kind of, I think, misted it to start. And it's just a beautiful mossy chair. Hey, Sylvia. Mm-hmm. Don't trim it now, Dion. Just let it be. You can trim it in the next stage. And you don't have to use glue like it's air. Oops. Special. Aren't they cool? I was too. I showed my husband. He goes, "Wow, we could do one of those." I go, "Yeah, I don't know where, but we totally could." Maybe a little farther from the house, because if I'm not allergic to it, he is. Big time. I'm kind of glad we won't be having any cats. I do like cats. It's just living with them in the same house is difficult. We stayed in a cottage, a little house from. He's got some family around here, and we stayed in a cottage, and the cottage came with a cat. The cat stayed in there. It's like, this is so and so's cat. This cat lives here. She was really cool. I liked her. We couldn't take her with. She was actually really upset when we left. She wasn't an outside cat, but after we left, somebody had the door open when they were working on the house, and she ran off. I also prefer dogs very much. Like, I vibe with dogs so much better. I don't like, yeah. I did know somebody who had cats who didn't originally like cats, but anyway, he had 3 cats that he inherited from somebody and became a cat dad. And he swore every day he would come home from work and be like, I give them their couch time for an hour a day. I put a blanket on the couch, and that's the only time they're allowed up. I go, you do know they go up there when you're at work. He goes, they do not. They know better. I'm like, well, you don't. I said, did you leave the room and they hop up there? Like, stop it. I'm going to put the bigger, puffier moss on the side here, I think. Like, are you serious? Yeah, I don't prefer that either. Like, you're going to seriously get in my food as soon as I step away? Please, no. No, 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 no. No, no. And then you're going to knock stuff over if I don't do things the way you want. No, please don't. But I'll watch funny videos of you doing that to someone else. I know, and I mean they can't help it, right? But then they're like have to rummage around the cat litter doing their private business, and then they're up on there touching my food. I'd prefer not, but I do love them. I really do, and they seem to really kind of like me. They like, oh, you're allergic here. Let's fuck up those sinuses. And my husband is so allergic. Like in that cottage, every time Ruger would go closer to him and he'd be working, he'd be like, honey. And she'd look at me like, what? Why is he like this? Girl, he's allergic. You know that. Get away. And we stayed there for what, 4 months? It only took a few weeks though, and she started meowing. It sounded just like mom. Mom. Whenever she's looking for me, she'd come behind me. Mom, what do you want? Eaten up by the dogs. I love dogs. Oh my goodness, dogs. Whew. Dogs have my heart. Sorry, Letty, but they do. When we were staying in the RV and then the tiny house, that property, including our two, we had two at the time. There's a total of 9 dogs on the property. And don't get me started on the goats and the ducks. There was a lot of critters there. Loved it. And my little niece, Skylar, Sky Bear, I love her. Letty didn't. She was very, very jealous. If I was talking out the window to Sky, oh my goodness, Letty would bark her head off and start clawing at the window. Stay away from my mom. I'm really proud of myself for reusing all of these things because I love it. I'm here for that. Let's tuck you here. Hey, his sister. He thinks it's his desk. Oh, I know. That's why I don't mind it. I actually like it when we usually like it. And as long as they don't try to climb up my legs, because that hurts. I don't see how people let that happen with a straight face without going, ow. They're like, oh, what's wrong? I mean, your cat's trying to climb my leg and the claws like go right through my pants. And that doesn't feel good. Don't you feel that? Oh, I get used to it. But I do love visiting places where they have cats. Such beautiful creatures. I had one find me when we had our first house we lived in here in this city when Taylor was a baby. A stray cat found us. Really old one. Animals found us a lot. And then a little chihuahua found us and was very didn't really get along with Taylor. Kept pooping on her bed. I'm like, well, aren't you just a little jerk? Thankfully we found their family because I was like, we gotta find somewhere for you. This isn't really working. They would fight over my lap. Yeah, I really don't prefer cats climbing me. I know they love to rub on me. They like to look up at with me with inquisitive eyes, like they're telling me something. They just know I have to understand. And I'm like, I wish I knew what you were trying to tell me because I don't always pick up on it. But I'm trying to listen with my whole heart because Auntie loves you too. My favorite cat my favorite because I was closest to him, his name was Hugo, and he was a little wild kitty. He had gotten hit by a truck. This was back when I was a veterinary assistant, my very first job ever. And apparently he was like this, this cat that lived in the woods. And he walked on his two front paws were like this, and he walked on his elbows. But he got around really well. He and I were really close friends. When my friend adopted him, she had me over regularly to visit him. My little buddy Hugo. That's kind of cool. This is going to be fun to trim down. I like doing that all willy-nilly style because then, whoops, where you going? It's kind of how it is in nature. Just got to follow my heart. Oh, thank you for coming by. I hope the rest of your day is awesome. Have a great Thursday. What is this? This is like paper. Put it off to the side. Okay. Is anybody else looking forward to things you do during this time of the year? Like, do you have any holiday traditions depending on the holiday you celebrate? What are you looking forward to? Anything specific? Anything fun on the books? I know I'm looking forward to. We might be going to do the Santa parade in our just watch the Santa parade in our city this weekend. Because we were supposed to get keys tomorrow, but we're still waiting on stuff from the seller. Inspection stuff to get done. So we probably won't be closing till next week now. So we can have some space to do the Santa parade. Yay! Oh, that's so much fun. I like eating the candy. I thought about it's a little maybe less fun. I mean, except for we don't usually eat the gingerbread, but I saw people doing like cardboard gingerbread houses and putting some candy on it or getting like some crafting materials. But I thought, well, what if we did like a cardboard one? Then we could eat the candy, but I wouldn't be tempted to eat all the gingerbread. Fairly decorative. I like that. That's really good. I like that idea. We actually have some 2 years old Halloween candy that we could use because it's not, I mean, not that it's a bad idea to be Halloween design candy. A long time ago, we did haunted houses because we didn't want to wait for the holiday season to do gingerbread houses, and we wanted to do haunted houses. We did that one year. That was fun. Hi, Daisy. Yeah. When it's decorative, it don't matter. Just keep buying clearance. Making a little platform for my gnomie. He don't have a name yet, though. My gnomie and his little butt. He's been doing his squats. He's got a firm little butt. Isn't he? We're going to make some more tomorrow. That's on the agenda for tomorrow. But for today, I'm working on the platform, and then I'm going to work on the journal till 11:30 my time. It's 10:40. So we got about 50 more minutes. I want to stay in practice for watching the time. And Summer Dawn, if you're going live, we'll raise it into you. If not, we will find somebody else. And we will excitedly await your next show. I like this one. I want to put some of this on the platform too, but okay. We could even do some gnomes for our outside garden when we move. I could use the moss and harvest our own moss from our yard. Oh, that's awesome. Little Easter houses. That's cute. I saw somebody, no, this was one of my friends. On her food blog, she did like just the flat single layer gingerbread houses and then a little divot. I think it was the door that can rest on your hot chocolate cup. So you can make gingerbread house cookies and decorate the cookies and have them with your hot chocolate. So they were a lot smaller, but still something fun to decorate for like a little quick party activity. That would be fun to do too. We got to do something fun. I feel like just the move and all the other life things happening is just really consuming. And I don't want to pass another year and be like, oh, I wish we would have done stuff. What can we do now? Taylor, what do you want to do? Oh, she's doing laundry, so she wants to do laundry right now. Look at this little platform. It's so cool. Okay. So then when I trim this down, I will fill it in. It just really takes a minute to sculpt it, doesn't it? So then I'm looking on the edges here. I will start shaping it and then adding some for the bare spots. And then I'll walk away from it for like a couple hours. Excuse me. And then see what I'm thinking later for adjustments. Do you ever do that? Like with any art form, really, you just kind of walk away from it for a little while and come back and look at it. And then with fresh eyes, you're like, oh, I could do this or I could do that. Or, ooh, that looks okay, but I need to adjust this. So let's fluff up some things here. And yeah, that's really cool. That is a lot of fun. I hope that we can do the Santa Parade thing because it's in downtown Puyallup, it's through the streets, and there's like a Christmas market type thing or holiday market. I'm sure they're gonna have lots of Yule stuff there too. There's usually a couple vendors. They're usually the quieter ones, so we like to get to know people, make some new friends. I'm excited for that because then the Christmas lights drive by us. Maybe, you know what would be really fun, Taylor? We should, if we do that, we should take spiked drinks downtown. Okay. Let's craft it around him because it's his little house. Not house, platform. You know. You know. Yeah. We tried caroling one time. I admit it's not for me, but I know we got our Ring camera. You're like, go for it, guys. Oh, this looks really cool from the front. I'll take this down to show you. Ta-da! See how that kind of shapes like this little... I like how it does this. I'm going to shape this a little bit with the scissors and then just kind of trim this part down and maybe add some over here to fill it out a little bit. Ta-da! Yep. Like this. I like that. Pocket better like this. No, no dome. I have a dome. Have to make a much smaller gnome for the dome. I could make a little mini gnome scene in that dome. It probably won't be a this year thing though. No, but I used a wooden candle cover for this one. So this is how I'm going to shape that. Trim this down, glue this here, and just kind of shape it to where it doesn't look intentionally shaped like that. But I like how this moss cluster is just like it is because it looks normal, natural. I do want to add other things other than moss though. I don't think I have them yet. Like, oh, it's something I thought about doing. I'll put this back now. Making like some air dried clay, you know, little mushrooms and things to add to something like this. Just making some things like that, like maybe a bunch of little mushrooms, a bunch of little this and that to add so that I have some things for when I build stuff. Because right now I have this. This may be a continual work in progress. Oh yeah, I have pebbles. I can do gray pebbles to change it up a bit. I also have this and some cloudy like sea glass looking things. But I don't know if orbs look a little too intentional. We can find pebbles though. That's a good idea. Some little shrooms. I know I used the other shrooms on that curio clock I made, but I can keep my eyes out for stuff. Not like real shrooms. I don't want to put that on this, but at a level of decay that's like normally a Halloween time thing, but hey, goodbye to the old, hello to the new happens all the time. So cute. I'm looking forward to making gnomes with you guys tomorrow. Or if you guys want to hang out, you can do it. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but let's see here. I will clean off that glue from the glue gun later. All right. And I bet you I can find some little mini mushrooms, especially on Emu, because they didn't. I mean, I always feel like not like I made money, but well, kind of, because they didn't send something I ordered like almost a month ago. So I got a refund. And it's like, ooh, I have dollars. Well, those are my dollars to begin with, but it feels like extra dollars. You know what I'm saying? With a toy on Christmas Day. Nice. Okay. Who's here? Yeah, I'll have to keep my eyes open for something else. But for now, it's going to be the blue gnome and the green moss, or maybe some of that other moss licheny type stuff. What do you guys think? Let's get some more of that spongy stuff. Oh, I have pine cones. I wonder if they're the size that would look flowy on this, because I've got two different sizes of pine cones from Summer Dawn. Okay, let's do this. So brightly everywhere. Wouldn't they? We got some of those outside. We have a tiny pine cone tree at our new house too. That's going to be fun. You'll want to be keeping your eye on the bin for those. I love those tiny pine cones. I used to save them to try to make stuff with, but then I would lose them because I didn't have a place for them. Well, now I'm much more organized. Stuff still falls through the cracks, but it usually rears its head eventually. Cool. I'm going to cover that little wooden spot here. We're going to leave this little here. Hey, Sylvia, or welcome back. Oh, yeah, that would be super cute. Especially those little, like the little 3D plastic ones. Because I've got like some silk florals and leaves and stuff, but those are one things I don't have. I didn't see those ever on sale at Joann's, so I didn't get those. But I'm going to have to add those to my list because that is a good idea. Don't do this. Don't ever stick your finger in a glue gun. There we go. I was going to leave that little mossy ringlet there, but he's going to love it. He's going to be so proud. Not that he minds me buying stuff, but I use it with stuff I already have. Sweet. I'm going to have to show you guys this again. Because look at how, like, I feel like that looks nice and rounded. And maybe, like, I don't know. I think nature's perfect anyway. So that's just my interpretation of it, I guess. But I'm going to add a little bit on this side here, perhaps. I think that looks cool. As I collect a couple things, I'll put stuff on it. Excuse me. And if you're following me on Instagram or even Snapchat, you'll probably see it. Because we can keep in touch there in between shows. Ow, hot. Okay. Little tufts of moss. We're going to leave that there. All right, let's look here. Look here. Look here now. We're working our way through the Harry Potter marathon because Lapaka likes to watch that around this time of year. So I'm watching that with him, even though he doesn't want to watch my Mad Max movies with me. Little stinker. I'm probably gonna have a marathon. I can do it before, but definitely. So he's gonna be. He doesn't usually travel for work, or he didn't used to. Now he's gonna be. So there's gonna be 2 to 3 nights he's gone. Guess what I'm gonna do? Finish whatever marathon I haven't started. Ta-da! Look at him. Oh, the sun's kind of glaring. Can you see? I like the rounded shape. This is helping me actually see, but I would like to adjust a little bit. Thank you. Isn't he cute? I'm trying to do like they do to hair, you know, like when you cut it straight across and then they kind of do this to make it look like it wasn't just freshly cut. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm going to have to do this off camera. Hi, is it Sadie? Welcome in. You know what that is, too? It's a little thumbtack. I got them from Target. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. Making a little platform for my gnomie. Crafting with my gnomie. Isn't he? I'm looking in this camera and I'm like, oh, I'm seeing things I didn't realize. I'm going to shape it a certain way. And then when I glue him there, he'll be just fine. I'm going to let myself come back and make adjustments later. So I won't glue him now, but I will soon. I think it would be overkill, but my brain was almost like, want to add a little tree behind him so he has like a little tree trunk or something. But I think that would be overkill. I think he's cute as it. Oh, he's getting into this too. Look, he's got moss in his beard. You are so cute. I keep wanting to call him Stan. That might be his name, Stan. Does he look like a Stan? Let's see if he answers to it. Stan. Did you see him look up at me? His name's probably going to be Stan. Or I'll call him Stan unless Lapaka wants to call him something else. I swear he looked up at me a little bit. That is so cute. Aw, little friend. Yes. Okay, let's put him on the floor and see if he comes when I call him. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to put him on the spot like that. He seems a little shy, so I don't think that would be the right thing to do for him. But we'll call him Stan unless he doesn't like it. Lapaka can name him. That's just going to be his nickname. Make him a little something for his gnome scenes. There we go. That's cool. Whoops. Are you tipsy? I mean, no judgment. It's relatable. We could have fun. We could have fun together. He is a Stan. That's cute. So when we go places and find little keychains, if we find a Stan, he's going to get one. Because they never had my name, Dion. They didn't have Lapaka. But thankfully, Taylor and her boyfriend Dylan, they get keychains. So there's no... Somebody wins. And there'll be a Stan now, too. I've never seen a Letty. So Letty she won't get a keychain. But whoops. Oh, he thinks I'm so funny. He's falling over laughing. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, Stan. Party at Stan's house. He'll bring all the drinks. They'll be human-sized. He is cute. All right, we're going to leave his platform as it is right now because I just want to keep like, oh, but here and there. Nope, we're going to leave that there. Because I think it looks nice. I think it's a nice shape. It fits him. Let's turn this around here. Yes. So cute. Pardon me while I pat myself on my back. I made him with everything I already have. Now that doesn't sound very impressive because, you know, I've been buying up stuff kind of willy-nilly a little bit compared to what I usually do, but I still think that's great. His little button feet. And for those of you that are just joining us, Stan never skips leg day. Look at that little gnomie butt. He does his squats or something. Maybe he's just built that way. I made him out of one of those, like the little bone-shaped dog bag holders for the poopy bags. But we don't use these, so I was like, oh, I can do something with it. Put a bell in here. It kind of sounds like a baby rattle, but I think the thought was great. And then he's got some faux fur beard, a thumbtack for a nose, a felt hat with little snowflake big glitters. Is that big glitter? I was going to use those for shakers, but they look perfect for his little hat. So, so, so cute. I didn't paint the vintage buttons. I painted the ones I got recently from the Big A. So he's so cute. So keep watching for Stan updates. Tomorrow, let's come back and make gnomes. I'm going to work on the journal a little bit now, though, so you could still hang out if you want. But I'll be attaching him to here once I know that he is, like the platform is finished. And I'm going to give Lopaka a choice. Like, hey, do you mind if I glue him on here? Or if he's like, no, leave him loose. Okay, cool. That's fine. But you still got to take the platform. So I'm going to tell him. That's part of the deal. That's part of the present package. So, yes. Stan. Good on you, Stan. I don't like to skip leg day either. That's my strong suit. So, yay! He's so cute. What time is that? Oh, got a half hour. Half hour before we raid into somebody. Now, I do have a question. Oh, weird. Oh, stay safe. I must be really tired. I was like, oh, were you guys expecting one? Dion, drink your coffee and stop talking like that. It's the music. I'm not really feeling this music. Oh, let's do this Charlie Brown one. Well, I clean up this moss a little bit. Oh, man. Stay safe. You guys want to come over? You guys want to come over? It'll be cozy, but we won't turn you away. Let me unplug this. And then I'm going to work on the journal. Yeah, holy smokes, stay safe. Any tips on how to make this thread through a needle easier? How to make it wax? I was thinking of dipping it in the wax of the candle that I'm burning. Carefully. Oh, actually, you know what I could do too? Could. This is really random. Just gonna paint some of the hot glue on there, and then I'm gonna, don't ever touch it. There we go. Ow. Oh. Hi, is it Tay Daisy or Tadaisy? Tay Daisy. Help me. The waxy kind. The crazy kind. Is it funny that I thought I knew what you meant? The crazy kind. So just basically mine. Hey, Never Miss. No show today for you? Making sure I saw that right. I just want you for my... Okay. Well, at least I make sure I won't be missing anything. We've been working on, his name is Stan. The consensus is pretty unanimous that he is super cute. He never skips leg day. Look at that booty. And he has a little mossy platform. I'm going to walk away from this for a while, and then I might shape it a little more, and then give it to Lapaka for his gnome scene. Yeah, I know, so cute. I'm looking forward to making these with you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. It's always a fun time, but it's really going to be fun making this with you guys tomorrow. I'll bring snacks. Any allergies? Any allergies? Can bring cookies, but I won't bring peanut butter cookies if you guys are allergic. Or if there's anybody allergic. Little gnomie buns. If you ask him, he might let you squeeze them. Okay. I know I got these glass beads too. I was going to use those for something. There's this clear one and then a cloudy one. Because Taylor got some stuff to decorate her table. They had like a job fair when she went to esthetician school. But instead of like, the school didn't really put it on. They had to invite companies or spas and salons if they wanted to show up. So she made a design table, and she got a bunch of stuff to decorate it. And then when she was done, she's like, Mom, you can have this. And I'm like, stop it. Don't play with me. Are you serious? Oh, no way. Well, what if I made an air dry clay one? That'd be cute. I mean, I've never done that before, but hey, that tabby cat. That would be fun to try. Like twisted some little clay together, and then I could paint it. But then when it dried, like have this in the middle. Oh, that's cool. Then there could be a whole little story about it. Oh my goodness, that's a good idea. I know what I'm going to be doing later. That's a great idea. Yeah. But I mean, that could be arranged. Hold on, let me get rid of this moss. Oh no, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to put it in this little dirt thing. Okay. I put it in our little mossy bowl that I'm going to spray later. I even have some. I'm going to work on it later and add a little bit of water because I haven't worked with a lot of air dry clay lately. But I know that when I worked with it before, it cracked. But the cool thing about it cracking was I was able to add some of that. Oh, let me get some and show you. I know you guys have probably seen it or heard of it, or you might have something different. So maybe not the crackle paste, but when the air dry clay cracked on those skulls, I think I just used the texture paste, not the crackle paste, just to kind of fill it in and give it another texture. Could make a turkey wishbone too, but I like the staff idea. Or if it's, maybe it won't be a staff, maybe it'll be like on a little tiny pedestal or something. I don't know. I'm gonna feel that out and see. I've got this one. I've even got pink glass, but I think the light blue, turquoise-ish, and then the frosted color sea glass. Right? Kind of interesting. So I'll leave these here and kind of feel it out. Like, because I was thinking like a stone on a pedestal, but there's not much room there. The staff would be a great idea because then it can just kind of go up. So I'm going to see what hits me there. Might change directions with it, but I think that's a great idea. I feel like I want to explore that a little bit more. For real. That's exciting. Even if I make one and I'm like, that doesn't really fit, it'll go somewhere. Okay, I'm going to do this so Whatnot doesn't start freaking out on me. That's so cute. Made with stuff I already have. So tomorrow, might do another butt cheek gnome. Might do a bottle gnome. But there's a ton of stuff that can get used up that would normally go into the garbage. Like Bishy says, just trying to save some stuff from going to the landfill. I'm excited to when I can start making my own papers again. Hey, Fei Fei. Look at Stan. Isn't he cute? He don't look like that no more. I know I sent you a picture. He never misses leg day. Stan's cute. He thinks I'm funny too. He almost fell over laughing at me. I mean, I'm all right. I think we all just have a good time, is what it is. But I think because he could only hear me, so he thought I was funny. Let's let that dry just a little bit more. In fact, let's put that down. I know, no, it's not. She's here. Kelly's here. Her favorite thing. Oh, I feel like you probably enjoy the idea, but just not the gnome part. No gnome packages for you. No gnome happy mail for you. Oh, Sam, it's not personal. I mean, it might be, but not everybody has to like you, so you're okay. All right, so I'm trying to do this. I dip this in the hot glue. Oh, if that works, that'd be awesome. Let me try. Because I have a hard time. Yeah. I know I see a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, that's not me, but I can appreciate that craft. You go on with you. Make sure I'm getting the one with the biggest eye that I can see. Speaking of see, do I have any magnifying glasses in here? Nope. All right. Well, for 21 minutes, you guys are going to watch me try to stick the needle through the hole. Does that sound like fun? Whee! Nope. See, it just kind of spreads out. So I might just have to use the white waxy one. I know. I'm trying to trim it into a point. I would like to find a way to actually I just have to order a bigger needle. Because I do like this hemp cord. Oh, just the tip. Mm-hmm. Get this done by Christmas. Oh, it's not personal though, Kelly. Yeah, I'm just not feeling this cord though, so we're gonna have to do something else. The next one I'm gonna name Kelly. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the white cord, but maybe this will be okay. Let me make sure I don't have any other wax cord. Unless somebody has I don't know about the waxy kind like chapstick or lip gloss. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any. Oh, sorry. Try to take a piece of cardstock with the size of the eye of the needle, bend in half. Oh, that's a yes. I'm burning a candle for that reason. I'm gonna try that. I did try the cardstock idea. I've even tried the thread idea, and it's kind of thick to get through. It might just be too thick, and this is totally a user error problem because I just really slept on ordering more either wax cord or a bigger needle. So I'm gonna try this. Problem solved with me. 1, 2. I'm gonna try the candle wax thing in a minute. Oh, perfect! I could do 3 with this. Oh, I'm so glad I checked. But I'm still doing the candle thing because I'm curious. All right, I'm not gonna show me dipping it in the candle wax though, because I don't know if Whatnot gets all weird about those things. Like, what is she doing? Shut that show down. But I'm blowing the candle out first because I felt like that'd be the smart thing to do. So you guys don't have to hear a uh-oh, guys. Oh. There is a... all is well. Nothing happened. But I just noticed there's no smoke detector in the office. There's a sprinkler. This Christmas. Whoops. Okay. I did it just as is, and then I cut one into a tip. And I'm just opening the window because I blew the candle out. For the smoke detector that's not even in here. Candle wax. This Christmas. Yeah, the eye of this needle is really small. Oh, oh. Oh, doggone it. Nope. Well, that's not working. I'm going to just try the other cord, I think. And then I'll get a bigger needle. Like, I'll just go to Wally World today or something. Yeah, it's just too small. That's my bad. But my hands smell really nice. Did I say hi to you, Cindy? I did in my head. I thought, oh, Cindy, hi. All right, so let's do this. One, two. Oh, let's do this. I had it measured, but 2 is like a number of mine that I really like. Sometimes I just got to do things twice to make sure that I feel like I did it somewhat right. It doesn't save me from error, but... Okay. Let's go up a little. Down a little. Up a little. Down a little. Up. Sometimes I do actually use a ruler for measuring. Hi, Lancy Pantsy. Why? Oops. I may have messed up. No, I didn't. Watch. Because sometimes it just makes sense. It's going to be a tight one. We're just going to wing it, folks. I swear I don't usually have this hard a time when I do this on my own. Oh, no, it was a siren for something else. No fires here. Okay, try this. I'm excited to add my little pieces for this and work on the rest for the journal. That's going to be a lot of fun. This one will be making its debut on my birthday show next week. If you haven't already, you'll want to bookmark that. At least you can stop in and say hello. My plan is to work on the Phoenix Journal unless I change my mind. And then this one will be making its debut. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, let's do this. Sometimes I've been using my pokey tool for poking its signatures, but I'm going to use. Is this what people are calling an owl? I wasn't sure what that one was called. Let's go ahead and do the first one. This Christmas. I'm going to keep an eye on the time. Let's see how much I can get done in about 13 minutes. I love these papers. They're so pretty. I've been collecting the pieces to make some bases for journals. I've had some requests and people asking, do you sell the covers or do you sell kits that aren't decorated? And you ask, I listen. I'm working on those. They'll probably debut in the new year. They'll be different than this one though, because I don't have any more wallpaper pieces. I don't think. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Enjoy our time hanging out. It's always fun to see everybody. I hope this video finds you well and you are enjoying this time of year. Summer Donna, I hope you're safe. There's no earthquakes happening down there. Duck and cover. Izzy, I am a little bit jealous about the snow though. Sorry, Creative Notions. I do want a snowy winter. Maybe just on this side of the mountains. We've got our studded tires ready. Whoops. Oh, it's all good. Poking little holes. This one will debut next Tuesday. I started this one before I even started the Poe journals, the owls, the foxes, all the things. But I felt I was just kind of stuck because I'm like, well, I don't know what to do next. And I really wanted it to be perfect. And yes, I know. Perfect is an illusion and all that jazz. But I just wanted to find a way to get past that. So I started working on the other ones, just go with it. Just have fun. Okay, 15 minutes to do this, 10 minutes to do that. And of course I could adjust it, but I just wanted to take steps. You know what I mean? I wanted to start taking steps towards the process. So I just, in little bits at a time, I just started making those journals and let's see. Oh. Oh. I'm going to have to adjust this one. I'm going to have to make some adjustments to this cover for sure. I have some ideas on how to do that, but it's not lined up the way I thought it was. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to clamp it to try to not have it move. Welcome in, welcome in. I think I got it from Joann's. So this is going to be a little tricky because the way I had it measured, Or maybe it is. Nope, it is a little bit crooked. So I might, I'm gonna have to adjust some things here. I feel like it's doable even if I don't know how yet. Because bummer, right? I thought these were lined up, and this is what happens when I use a ruler to measure. Because I did, but because everything is not precise, it's a little bit wonky right now. But we'll see. Because I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna adjust this. I don't want to use the word fix, but you know what I mean, right? It has to be fixed. I definitely bought it off. Oh, yeah, I might do that. I'm also thinking of just adding more eyelets because that's also an idea. But I could also do a spine with the green, and then when I sew it through, I just might not do eyelets. I'm going to see. I'm going to follow my heart because I know this can be adjustable. Just I liked it the way it was. Okay. Well, now I release those former expectations and I'm going to be making adjustments as it is. Because I'm excited to finish this one. Put a book on top and fold it. What do you mean? I could just add some more eyelets here for funsies and then sew through here without eyelets. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways. I think, yeah, I think so. I swore I had checked, but I think there's a lot of ways to adjust it. It's just not going to look the way I intended it to. The best thing will be I'm glad I'm going to be stepping away here shortly because then I'm going to come back and something will come to me or something so that I won't be so stuck in the original plan because clearly the original plan isn't working. Hey, Summer Dawn. Okay, no worries. Yay. Stay safe. No worries. I'll be in touch soon about a conundrum. Maybe you'll have some ideas, but not today. Not today. A different day. I was going to debut this on my birthday show. There's lots of other things we can do though. Okay, I'm going to set this aside right now because I've every single thing I've ever made has not exactly turned out the way I planned. It actually ended up turning out. I liked the way it turned out, so I don't want to say it turned out better. I would say it still turned out great, but I'm going to walk away from this for now. I love the colors. I still love it. We're just coming to an understanding. Well, fine then. All right, and I'm going to get this ready for tomorrow. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, let's make some gnomes. Let's make some little gnome friends. Oh no. Booty boys. Booty boys. I know. I know they did look like something else, didn't they? Dylan said the same thing. But these are some of the bodies that we could use for the gnomes tomorrow. This little hat fits on this little guy. Yep. That's funny. No, maybe not this one. I didn't I just used a scrap piece of the felt for this. I was like, okay, I don't want to waste it, so I'm gonna make a little hat. But it doesn't fit on the bell topped ones or this bottle, but we're gonna save this. I might even make a little gnome pack for next year. Because when I'm done with a collection or making something, I've been putting them in little like clear plastic packs. So I gotta see it. Anybody else like that? Like if I don't see it, it doesn't exist. For this one, yeah. And this one. Uh, but I will put this in the gnome pack even if I don't use it now. I like how it came up here because that was pretty cool. Cutting. Hey, is Vesk free? Am I saying that right? Hello, Amazon. Woo! Hello. About ready to be done. We're going to be raiding into Summer Dawn in about 8 minutes. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. But I'll be back on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. We're going to make some little gnomes. Saving this little hat. I love this little guy. This is Stan. Hey, Sharon. Boop. So you want to go take a minute and bookmark future shows. I've got another one tomorrow. I've got one on Tuesday. That's my birthday show. And then we've got a couple next week too. You want to bookmark those. And guys, if we're not following each other, I'd love it if you follow me because I would love to follow you back. I like making new friends. How's everybody doing? We're gonna raid into Summer Dawn here in a minute. We're just kind of making stuff. But here's my bodies for tomorrow. I guess I'm not I don't I'm sure that when we get there, if we use this will be something we can do for a hand or he can hold a little something. Hey Doodle. Oh, pesky work. Hey Lapaka Waka. Stan is almost ready for you. He has a little mossy platform. He's ready to be part of your gnome scenes. Look at his little butt. I did ask his permission. He said it was okay to show everybody, by the way, because I've showed you guys like 20 times. I had another one of these. I don't know where it went. I have left the room once, but I don't know where this one went. So tomorrow will be gnome making day. I'll get some more of the fur together. I think this would be a cute one. Just keeping it long would be good for the longer ones, but I trimmed this one down. But maybe this guy will just have, hey Cherokee Joe. Oh, hell butt. Little tiny gnomey butt. But maybe I'll trim this one down and leave it kind of long because it is nice. I actually like this more than the trimmed one over here. So we'll see. Because we have the bodies, the little gnome bodies. We've got this. We've got some felt. We've got all the things. I've got some more flannel like this, but I've also got some like red and white or red and black plaid. And we can do kind of like little matching hats. I don't have any little holly berries, but I did have some little silver snowflakes. I got those blue ones. More know me longer. It's just like a little friend. It's like nice long cat fur, but I'm not allergic to it. For a little, if we need a little embellishment, I know the beards are long, so probably not. But I've got some of these, so you can add some little embellishments on them, but we might not need them because I like how these ones turned out on the hat. Because we have those, the dark blue ones. I wish I could just like reach through the camera and hand you guys some things. Because I have the light blue one somewhere. I'll get that together tomorrow. I'll finish getting my little gnomie set tomorrow. I have my glue sticks where I can see them. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I can't wait to hang out with you guys tomorrow. No, that would be painful. Hey, Shannon. These are the little, they hold the dog poop bags. But, hey, Emmy. We don't use those. So I use the lid for this one. I've got one of these around here somewhere. So they do look like a little something else, but I really wanted to use these so that I could make one side into like a little gnomey butt cheek. And then the side's padded. Not too much. We don't want his head to be too big, but you know, I'm not trying to make puns, but I wanted it to look like a butt cheek on one side, not both. But he's cute. So I called him Stan. He answered to it. So that's his name. He also thinks I'm funny. So I thought that was really cute. No, I know because I posted it on my Instagram too and Facebook. And yes, a few of us saw it. I can't believe I usually catch that kind of thing too, but I was so determined I was just seeing the finished product of the gnome butt cheeks. And I was like, oh, I missed that. Haha. Tell him to his face he looks like that. Tell him to his face, his cute little face. He's adorable. So he's got his own little mossy platform. Ta-da! I'm considering making a little staff with these. That was a really good idea. Oh, what in the world? What in the world is she doing? I know. What are we making? Okay, Summer Dawn, we'll see you in a minute. This is just so cute. I love this one. We've got the Snuggle Bear fur too. I'm gonna try to. Oh, it fell on the floor. I'm gonna try to wash some because the person I got it from here on Facebook Marketplace, like they washed it with a very scented detergent that I don't care for. But I'm gonna try to have some pieces in there so if somebody wants them to make some gnomes, they can have it. This one is mine, as you can see. But we'll see about that. So I got Snuggle Bear fur. I've got a brown fur like this that looks like Ralph the dog, the Muppet. So that'll be a lot of fun. Never know what's happening over here at the Odyssey or on Whatnot in general, I'm telling you. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate that. It's been a blast. I like to spend some time with you guys. I like to see what you guys create too. We're going to go ahead and raid into Summer Dawn. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.